Ask questions about my friend. Use the prompts. You see. You say, "What's your friend's name?" You hear the correct question and the answer. What's your friend's name? Her name's Maggie. Ready? Let's go. How old is Maggie? She is 24. Where is she from? She is from Canada. Where does Maggie live? She lives in New York. What does Maggie do for a living? She is a nurse. What time does Maggie usually wake up? She usually wakes up at 6:30. How does she get to work? She takes the subway. What does Maggie do after work? She goes to the gym or watches TV. Does she drink coffee? Yes, she does. What does your friend like to do in her free time? She likes reading and cooking. Does she play any sports? Yes, she plays tennis. Is Maggie into music? Yes, she loves pop and jazz. Can she play any instruments? Yes, she can play the guitar. What kind of person is Maggie? She is kind, funny, and friendly. What is she good at? She is good at baking cakes. What does Maggie hate doing? She hates doing the laundry. What is she afraid of? She is afraid of spiders and snakes. Is she married? No, she is single. Does Maggie have any siblings? Yes, she has a brother and a sister. Who is Maggie's best friend? I am her best friend, no doubt. Where did Maggie grow up? She grew up in a small town in Canada. Did she go to college? Yes, she did. She studied nursing. What was Maggie like as a child? She was shy but very smart. Has Maggie ever traveled abroad? Yes, she went to Italy last year. What does she want to do in the future? She wants to start her own clinic. Is she planning a vacation? Yes, she is going to Japan next summer. What is Maggie's dream job? She wants to become a doctor. Has Maggie ever met a celebrity? Yes, she has. She met Taylor Swift once. What would Maggie do if she won the lottery? She would travel the world. What should she do to relax more? She should take a break from work. What has Maggie been doing lately? She has been working on a new project. What is she doing right now? She is probably watching Netflix. Who does Maggie look like? She looks like her mom. What is she wearing today? She is wearing jeans and a white sweater. What does your friend usually do on weekends? She usually hangs out with friends or goes hiking. Who does Maggie get along with best? She gets along best with her coworkers. Who does she talk to when she is sad? She usually talks to her sister. What kind of books does your friend read? She reads historical novels. What kind of movies does she enjoy? She enjoys romantic comedies. What is more important to her, money or time? Time. She says time is priceless. What is Maggie's biggest dream? She loves baking, so her dream is to open a cafe in Paris. What would Maggie do if she had more free time? She would learn how to paint. What advice would she give to others? She would say, always be kind. Who was Maggie talking to yesterday when you saw her? She was talking to her niece. What has Maggie achieved this year? She has finished a marathon and learned Spanish. Maggie doesn't like spicy food, does she? No, she doesn't. She can't stand it. Where does your friend usually go on vacation? She usually goes to the beach. How long has Maggie known you? She has known me for over 10 years. How often does she call her parents? She calls them every day. Does Maggie speak any other languages? Yes, she speaks Spanish. Is Maggie working today? No, she isn't working today. Is she staying with her parents this week? No, she is staying at her own apartment this week. What did Maggie do last weekend? She went hiking with her friends. Did she enjoy the concert yesterday? Yes, she had a great time. When did she move to this city? She moved here 2 years ago. What was Maggie doing when you called her? She was cooking dinner. Was she cooking when you got there? Yes, she was preparing a salad. Has Maggie ever been to Italy? Yes, she has been to Italy twice. How long has she lived in New York? She has lived here for 2 years. What is Maggie going to do this weekend? She is going to visit her parents. Do you think she will like the movie? Yes, I think she will love it. Is she going to travel this summer? Yes, she is planning a trip to the beach. What time does Maggie usually start her shift? She usually starts at 8 in the morning. Can Maggie drive a manual car? Yes, she can. Would she like to join us for dinner? Yes, she would love to join us. Is Maggie taller than her sister? Yes, she is a little taller than her sister. Who is funnier, Maggie or her brother? Maggie is definitely funnier. What is the best thing about Maggie? The best thing about her is her sense of humor. How long has Maggie been a nurse? She has been a nurse for 5 years. What would Maggie do if she had a week off? She would probably relax at a cabin in the mountains and read books. Nice work. Keep asking, keep practicing, and you'll sound more natural every day. See you next time.